And hello, and welcome to the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. I am your host, Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell. I want to say a special hello to my producer. Her name is Leigh. I didn't get a signed letter of release, so I will not tell you her last name. So you're going to have to just watch the end of the show and, of course, the beginning of the show to know which Leigh who I'm talking about. But hello, Leigh. I love you, and I appreciate you so much for being on the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. And you too, Frank. I want to thank you all for watching the show. It's been going on for quite some time, and always check YouTube for our hottest, latest, and greatest show. This show, of course, is on a 5-series. We're on a 3rd series now of intermediate to, of course, advanced Taekwondo martial arts. Let's get started. Taekwondo Kai. Kempo martial arts. What is Kempo martial arts? It's a combination of Taekwondo and, of course, Shaolin Kempo. I combined it to be called Taekwondo martial arts. Yes, there is a book on the horizon, and I'm on my 5th chapter, as a matter of fact, and I'm just taking my time to just gather my thoughts. But the finished product, praise God, should be out by the end of the year. I have a whole lot going on, but it's called time management, and all is well with me. So let's get started. We're going to blend out of the beginner. We're going to blend right into the intermediate, and of course go right into the advanced, okay? This is our 3-part of a 5-series, of course, of intermediate Taekwondo martial arts, okay? Height, Kempo fighting stance, okay? Let's go from orange belt. It's called 6B and 7, 6B and 7. High strike, step straight, okay? From here, aya, okay? Now, from here, I can throw a punch or aya. I can do a spear finger to the person's neck, reach out, bring the person down, rising sun, aya. Left over right, okay? Now, of course, from a side view. From this view here, you're gonna get my back. But this view here, you get to see everything. So let's go from this view here, okay? So high strike, step straight, aya. I had the person, I'm gonna pull down like a fulcrum. As I pull down, I reach up behind the person's neck, I bring them down, rising sun, aya. Left over right. Cat stance or fighting stance, of course, if I'm on the street, okay? Now we're gonna get into number 7, 6B and 7. Number 7 requires a kick. Out of all of Shaolin Kempo, this is one kick that is going to be a very high kick. Shaolin Kempo deals with like the low kick and, of course, a medium kick to the waist, okay? Either low or medium to the waist. It's one or the other. It's rare that you'll see a high kick to the face or to the neck in Kempo, but it does exist. And I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to go slow, then I'm going to go medium. I don't go too fast because I want you at home to understand and to also work out with me, okay? And also to contact me through my website, bagwelltakempo.com, okay? So here we go. Hands are up, Kempo is relaxed. Straight punch or hook, it doesn't matter. Here comes a straight punch. So I'm going to step into it, I'm going to block. Grab the wrist, grab the forearm. As I protect my face, my back foot that you can see turns 180 degrees away from my opponent. The further I lean back, the higher my kicks. So I'm gonna go slow, okay? I kick right over left, cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street. Simple, okay? One more time, okay? Cross block and step. Left, right, left. As I kick, I release the person's arm. Release. Cat stance in the dojo. Fighting stance out in the street. Okay? Now, here we go from a side view. Hands are up from here. Cross block and step. Left, right, left. I'm looking. As I protect, that happens. Just like this, okay? I still can see the person's in my peripheral vision. Plus I have the person here. I just lean back and I kick. Right over left, cat stance or cross and cover in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street. Okay? That's 6B and 7. Now we're going to blend it to intermediate Shaolin Kempo. And we're going to go back to orange belt for Taekwondo in just a moment. Hands are up. Now we're on green belt, 7A and 7B. Here's 7A. I cross block, back fist, iron palm. Okay? Let me back up from the camera. I don't want to be too intimidating. Hands are up. Once again, 7A, cross block, back fist, iron palm. Okay? That's 7A. Now from a side view. Okay? Watch me here. I'm cross blocking, back fist, iron palm. Kempo is very aggressive, and that's what drew me towards Shaolin Kempo. Taekwondo is the art of hand and foot. Taekwondo gets its self-defense from Hapkido. Yes, I'm going to have Hapkido shows. Shaolin Kempo has already built-in self-defense. It's called Chinese Jiu-Jitsu. Yes, the Chinese have been around a lot longer than the Brazilians, but they don't want to hear it. You always hear about BJJ this and BJJ that. That's fine. It's more commercial nowadays than it is real. I understand they have to eat, but see, I keep it real. And so Chinese boxing or Chinese jiu-jitsu has been around a lot longer than the Brazilians. They don't want to admit it, but that's okay. So what came first, the horse or the carriage? What came first? Horse has been around a lot longer than carriages, okay? Let's keep that real as well. Okay, so the horse is Chinese, the carriage is Brazilians. It's okay. Hands are up, one more time. Now, we're gonna go into 7B. 7B is a little different. Cross block, always chest blocks. Never down here, I'm gonna get hit in the chest. I don't wanna get hit. I don't heal like I used to. I've gotten a little bit older, okay? So I cross block, step and strike, come down, strike, elbow strike, I move this way. I move this way. I have to work together with my body. Work together. As I work together, I sweep, knife hand striker in the groin, cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street. Now, from a side view, so you can see the entire technique. Hands are up, once again, cross block, step and strike. So you see my hands above my obi. My obi is my belt. I chamber, step into them again, strike, elbow strike, right from here. As you can see, I have to work together with that. Foot sweep, pop my hands up, right over left. Cat stance in the dojo, or cross and cover, fighting stance out in the street. Hands are always open. Now, I'm taking this moment to answer I will answer a question a week, or every 2 weeks, so to speak, on this show. This question comes from Syosset, New York, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. If I'm not pronouncing it, then I humbly apologize. But I do believe it's Syosset, New York. And the question is from a gentleman named Mark. And Mark is asking me, Kyoshi, okay, is it faster to punch from here to here or open hand at the very last moment you close? So Mark, that's a very good question. And let me explain to you both ways. Mostly boxers in a boxing ring have on boxing gloves, but it's the same for both opponents. It's the same, so therefore your hands like this, when you're boxing, you know, you're gonna jab, you're gonna feint, you're gonna bob and weave, you might throw a straight left. So you're gonna do whatever you have to do in a boxing ring. But when it comes down to actual fighting in the street, I'm not a proponent of violence, even though violence and I do get along very well. I'm not a proponent of it. That's why I seek peace all the time, okay? But if you're in a street fight and you have a little bit of training, the best way to fight someone is your hands open. because you might have to grab or grasp, okay? And you also can punch, or MMA guys call it striking. If your hands are open, here's my hand, here's a target. If my hand is slightly open, I can go from here to here faster than I can go from here to here. Look, it's the same speed, look. Look at this. You see? It's the same speed, but it just gets there a moment quicker. So your hand is open, 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 close at the very last minute. And on top of that, Mark, from Syosset, New York, you want to focus on the first two knuckles when you punch. Don't focus on the whole hand. You're going to break your hand. I have some knucklehead adult friends who get mad and they punch your wall and they think it's cool getting a cast on their hand. No, it's not cool. It's called ignorance. It's stupidity. Okay? So when you punch, you focus on the first two knuckles. Look at all that power I have. I have my forearm. I have my bicep, my shoulder. I have my hip. I have my ankle. So when I punch, I'm focusing on the first two knuckles. Okay? Thank you for that question. Let's move on. Now, we just did 7A, 7B, and green belt. Now we're going to do 8A and 8B and green white belt. Green white belts, 8A and 8B combination. After I finish doing this combination, I'm going to go back to orange belt for Taekwondo. And that kata is called Dosan. But first, green white belt, Shaolin Kempo combinations, which is basically self-defense, is 8A and 8B. Okay, follow along. Here we go. Green white belt. I'm here. When I'm doing 8A and 8B, I'm always thinking about a heavier or bigger person coming at me. And when this heavier or bigger person comes at me, I have to be able to handle that person's weight. Okay? So many don't know, but I'm under 6 feet and I'm under 200 pounds. Okay? So I have to be able to be smart. I got to play chess, not checkers in life. You play chess, you're strategic, you're smart, you're going to think 2 and 3 times prior to saying something and doing something. Some people just come off with the mouth and say something stupid, right? You have to engage brain before speaking. Engage brain before speaking. Because the words that you say, you can never take them back. And try to always be kind to people, because you don't know what people are going through today. People are going through a lot of stuff, man. Spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. So I find with me to always be kind. Always, okay? So here we go. Hands are up. Straight punch or a hook, it doesn't matter, okay? This is 8A, okay? And I absolutely love this one. My hands are up. My first move in 8A, I block, grab the person's wrist. Snap kick, step, cross, back fist, iron palm. Once again, Kempo is very, very aggressive, okay? My nature is aggressive. It's controlled now because I'm getting up in age. But at the end of the day, I have become a dragon. I can look at something a mile away and say, up, drama, and go the opposite way now, okay? So you have to think 3 or 4 times, people, okay? And any art that you're studying, any discipline that you're taking in karate class or aikido or jujitsu, BJJ or Chinese jujitsu or judo, whatever karate style that you're taking, go to class. Attend class, people. Don't say one thing and do another. Go to class, okay? Because success is intentional. Remember that. Okay, so here we go. So I'm here, okay? Here comes a straight punch or a hook. I'm going to go from both sides. Here's the Buddhist palm block. I grab, snap kick to the groin. I step towards my opponent. It's an X block. I explode into a back fist, iron palm. Now from this side, self-defense time. Block, grab. You have to block first and grab second. My eyes always looking downfield, always looking at my opponent, always, okay? Once again, block, grab, snap kick, step, cross, back fist, iron palm. You have to, whatever techniques that you're doing, You have to do them over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's consistency. Consistency is what makes you really, really good. I don't care if you're point fighting. I don't care if you're boxing. I don't care if you're doing the violin or if you are a refuse worker and you dump trash for a living. It's your consistency where people can count on you. Are you accountable? Are you amenable? Are you going to do the things that make yourself accountable? You understand? Okay? So once again, now here we go, 8B, okay? People always ask me, Kyoshi, what is your favorite technique? My favorite technique is all of them. All of my techniques are my favorite. Now, I got my favorite people in the world. I got favorite foods, favorite cars. But when it comes down to martial arts, my favorite technique, all of them. Okay? Now, here comes 8B. I'm going to do it from both sides. Okay? Hands are up. I come up here and I block, grab, turn. I have the person's arm like this. So I have him under control. Now watch, there's going to be 2 breaks. I'm breaking the forearm, snapping at the same time right over left. Now let me slow that down. I don't think that the camera can catch my speed. Am I being a little arrogant? So here we go. So I come here and I block, grab, turn. I have complete control over the person. I really do. Now I'm looking at the person because I have a feel for all of my techniques. I do a straight knee strike, then I look at the person, right over left. Cat stance or cross and cover in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street. Okay? Many ask me all the time, Kyoshi Bagwell, where do you find the time for everything? And I'll give it to you in a phrase. People do what's important to them. That's what it comes down to. I don't care if you want to lose weight. I don't care if you want to bulk up and get muscle. I don't care if you want to have a nice bum. I don't care if you want to have nice calves or you want to make more money or whatever it is. Be a better father, be a better mother, be a better person. People do what's important to them, okay? That's how it works. It's important to me to have a good TV show. So I have to have good people around me who are in my boat, and we are all rowing in the same direction, baby. Trust me when I tell you, my new producer, she's here before I am. I love that. So at the end of the day, you need people who want to see you win. That's what it comes down to. If you have to fight someone to give them your best, they have to go. Okay, let's go. I'm done preaching. Here we go. Hands are up. Now, we have done orange belt into intermediate, which is green belt. We did green belt into green white. Now let's do our taekwondo. Taekwondo is called the orange belt kata do san. Okay, I'm gonna back up stage here. I bow. Okay, June B. I look to my left. Double knife. Okay, punch, turn, double knife. Back stances. Punch, chamber. Low block, chamber, high punch. Chun-ji has chest punches. Do-san, as I tell all my students, look at the mirror and punch towards your forehead in the mirror. So punch 1, punch 2, punch 3, punch 4, ki-ai. Aya. Now I'm going to turn my back to you only for a moment. So I'm here, chamber above my belt. I turn, 2 forearm block in a back stance. Double chamber over my belt, step, right hand, punch. Chamber, turn, 2 forearm block in a back stance, okay? Double chamber over my belt, left hand punch. Chamber, right from here. Commit to the low block, hit my belt, high block. High block 1, high block 2, these are all front stances. High block 3, high block 4. Let me have my back to you again so you can see the ending of everything. High block, chamber, left hand, knife hand. Spin, turn, strike. Commit to the riding horse stance. I look before I strike, punch, right hand, knife hand, spin, turn, strike. I look, punch, kiaite, aya, baro, hen step, and shun. That is Dosan. I am a 5th degree black belt in ITF. ITF stands for International Taekwondo Federation. I'm a 5th degree black belt in ITF. In World Taekwondo, they call it 5th Dan or 3rd Dan or whatever those World Taekwondo people do. I'm not interested in World Taekwondo, could care less about it. They're my brethren over there and I love them, but I could care less what they do over there, okay? I'm also a 9th degree black belt in Shaolin Kempo, okay? I earned Grandmaster status literally 12 years ago when I created my own style called Taekwondo martial arts. But with the recommendations of my Grandmasters in Kempo, they want me to hold off on the Grandmaster title until I turn 60. So I got 7 more years. Well, I'm 54 next month in March, so I'm going to still say 7 more years and not say 6, okay? So I'm not trying to rush anything. So my title is Kyoshi. Kyoshi means 9th degree, okay? So I will humble myself and have my title as Kyoshi and not Grandmaster. So when I turn 60, it's going to be a big, huge party. You're all invited. My producer, Lori, she will pay for everything. She's a gazillionaire, and everything's going to be all right. Okay, so here we go. Now, hands by my side, feet together. Now we're going to do green belt. Green belt is called Wan-Yo. Wan-Yo is the green belt kata for Taekwondo. It's a lot. When a student at Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts leaves the white belt standing, or the beginner standing, excuse me, and they go to intermediate, they go from a white uniform to a blue uniform, okay? You would think it's Christmas on testing day because everything is a milestone. These kids are overcomers. Some of these kids can't see past half a day. So we have to put in them a vision of what their future is going to be. So now it's up to us as adults. Just because because their dreams may have crashed and burned, don't diminish somebody else's dreams. I don't know why people are like dream crashers. I don't understand that. But I want to see everybody win. Okay, so here we go. This is called green belt. Wan-Yo, bow. Chun-Bi, Hana, left hand opens. I breathe out. I look to my left. Always look before you strike. 1, 2, lift punch, 3, chamber. Let me narrate that. 2 forearm block. Knife hand strike, not a spear finger, knife hand strike. Arm bar, punch. I'm looking, circular chamber. I'm gonna keep my kick slow. Side kick, double knife 1 in the back stance. Double knife 2 in the back stance. Let me just back up here. Double knife 3 in the back stance. Feint block, spear finger. Aya. Not a ridge hand, but a spear finger. Chamber. Now I'm going to leave this here, have my back to you for a second. So now I'm here. I turn. 1, 2, 3, chamber. 1, 2, 3, chamber. Step out here, middle block. Kick, punch. This is called a circular block. Let me just back up a little bit. Circular block. Kick, punch. Focusing on the what? First 2 knuckles, yes. So now let me just reverse my position, okay? I'm here. I go to a fighting stance. Back leg, side kick. 2 forearm block. Aya. Okay? Baro. Right leg. Right leg. Now, in Taekwondo, you have Taekwondo forms, then you have what they call Taeguk forms. Taeguk forms is more on the World Taekwondo side. Tang Soo Do and Taekwondo are so similar. It's almost as if a Taekwondo family, two brothers grew up together. Somehow they had a falling out, and the brother left and called his style Tang Sudo, because Tang Sudo and Taekwondo are virtually the same. Now, Tang Sudo gets its self-defense from Mudu Kwan. Mudu Kwan is a nasty style, nasty meaning good, where Taekwondo gets its self-defense from Hapkido. Hapkido is phenomenal. You very rarely hear of Mudu Kwan really on the East Coast, but Mudu Kwan is huge on the West Coast in California. It's huge out there. And that's where Tang Sudo gets its self-defense from. Quite remarkable style. I have a lot of Tang Sudo practitioners as friends. I bow to them. I don't care what style you take, go to class. Be involved, get involved with the art, study the art, find out where it came from, the origin and where it began. Find out all of that. Because when my book comes out for Taekwondo martial arts, Taekwondo martial arts is already on the map, baby. So you can go back and look and see who originated from it and how it was originated from, okay? So I won't say anything more, buy the book. So here we go. Now, we went from orange belt to green belt. Let's stay with Taekwondo and go to blue belt. Blue belt now is called You'll Go pattern, You'll Go. Now, You'll Go pattern is quite long, okay? And so I'm going to narrate You'll Go as we go, okay? So, Junbi, Hana, I come here, breathe in, step out, riding horse dance, punch, punch, always focusing on the what? First two knuckles. Chamber, shuffle, punch, punch, step, chamber, left hand comes up for a middle block. Okay? Kick, left, right, I turn, middle block, kick, right, left. One step. Punch, half moon. Breathe in. Punch, half moon. I'm going to back up some. I'm going to do small kicks. I go into a fighting stance. I turn, chamber. Make sure when you chamber, your back foot, as you can see, is facing the opposite direction, okay? So as I'm here, I turn, kick, step, forearm strike, back kick, forearm strike. Now, my back will be to you for a second. Double knife in a back stance. Open hand chamber, step, right hand spear finger. Open hand chamber above my belt. I turn, double knife in the back stance. Open up, double chamber above my obi, my belt, step forward. Left hand spear finger. Now, I'm going to do it from this side so I can end it in front of you. Chamber, strike, punch. Chamber, strike, punch. Rolling back fist, okay? I'm going to do the back fist this way so you can see how I'm going to end it. Back foot steps out, turns, two forearm block. Chamber, two forearm block, kiaite. Look, strike, kiai. Aya. Bado. Right leg, right leg. Intermediate Taekwondo martial arts. We went over at the end of the beginners, orange belt, both Taekwondo and Kempo, green and green white belt, both Taekwondo and Kempo, and blue belt with Taekwondos. In our next segment of the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show, we will go over the Kempos and get into the pinyons of Taekwondo martial arts. My name is Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell for the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. I thank you all for watching. God bless and good night.